Good morning. Today we are discussing surface areas and volume part 6. With this we will be completing the topic. First question. The decorative block shown in figure is made of two solids, a cube and a hemisphere. We can see a cube and a hemisphere on top. Base of the block is a cube with edge 5 cm and hemisphere fixed on the top has diameter of 4.2 cm. Find total surface area of the block. We have to find out total surface area. Measurements are given to us. Each side of the block is 5 cm and a hemisphere is kept on top of this block. So hemisphere's bottom portion is attached with the top of the block. Top of the block is also having side 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm like that. Each side is 5 cm. Diameter of the block is given, diameter of the hemisphere is given to us, that is 4.2. First let us write all these values. Diameter of hemisphere 4.2, therefore radius will be half of it. 4.2 by 2 equal to 2.1 cm. Side of the cube also we have written. Now let us find out TSA of this block. What is TSA of the block? If we take completely, TSA of the whole cube we will take, plus CSA of the hemisphere we will take, and bottom portion is attached on the top, I said. Therefore, top portion, this square area is not seen completely. This circular portion should be removed. This circular area of the circle should be removed. That's why we are subtracting base area of the hemisphere. Hope you understood. First TSA of the cube, that means all the 6 square faces we are considering, plus CSA of the hemisphere, that is this portion, CSA of the hemisphere, minus base area of the hemisphere. Because on top we don't see the hemisphere's base area that is attached to the top of the block. Therefore, let us write the formula 6a square plus 2 pi r square, that is the CSA of the hemisphere, minus base area of the hemisphere is equal to pi r square. Now let us simplify that. How do we simplify? That is 6a square plus, here we have, this is equal to 6a square plus 2 pi r square minus 1 pi r square is equal to pi r square. Let us substitute the values. How do we substitute? 6 into a, here is 5 into 5 plus pi value 22 by 7 into r square. R is 4.2 by 2 into 4.2 by 2. We have to simplify. 5 5s are 25 into 6. 25 into 6 is 150 plus, we shall divide this 7.6 times. 7 6 are 42. So 1 decimal 0.6 we are getting. By 2 we can cancel once. Here it is 11 times. Again by 2 we can cancel this. Here 2.1 we are getting. So plus 11 into 0.6. 11 into 0.6 is 6.6 into 2.1. This we have to multiply. That's equal to 150 plus 6.6 into 2.1. You can multiply. You will be getting the answer. It is 13.86. 13.86. So 150 plus 13.86, 163.86 cm square. That is the total surface area of this block. Let us see the next question. A wooden toy rocket is in the shape of a cone mounted on a sphere, mounted on a cylinder as shown in figure. You can see that here we have a cylindrical portion upon which we have the cone mounted on it. Height of the entire rocket is 26 cm. In figure you can see this. 26 cm is the total height of this toy, while height of the conical part is 6 cm. Base of conical portion has diameter of 5 cm. This is the base of the conical portion. Its diameter is 5. Base of the conical portion I have drawn like this. It comes circular. So 5 centimeter is the diameter of this. 5 centimeter. Now this white area, that is shown as the base of the cylinder. Base of the cylinder is shown as white portion, that is actually yellow in color, we can say. This is of base of cylindrical portion. Base diameter of the cylindrical portion is 3 centimeter. Base diameter is 3, therefore radius will be 3 by 2. If the conical portion is to be painted orange, cone with orange color, and cylindrical portion yellow, find area of the rocket painted with both of these colors. Pi is equal to 3.14. Whatever pi value is given, we have to utilize. Okay, let us see. In the figure you might have understood. First we have to find out what is the area to be painted orange. What is the area to be painted orange? That is equal to CSA of the cone plus base ring area. So the outer portion, whatever is seen, that comes as a ring. You can see this is the portion, base. We will see the base ring. How do we find out that base ring? How do we get the orange portion? It is total circle minus area of the small circle. That is pi r square. R here is 5 by 2. Diameter of this portion is 5. So 5 by 2 is the radius. Pi r square. Pi into 5 by 2 into 5 by 2 minus pi r square of inside. That is pi into diameter is 3. So radius is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is 1.5. That is how difference of the areas of both we have to take. That will be the area of the ring. So our portion to be painted orange is CSA of the cone plus base area. Let us substitute in the formula. Just look at the formula. This is equal to CSA of the cone formula. What is CSA of the cone formula? It is pi RL plus base area ring pi r square minus pi r square. Let us take the bigger one as R1, this as R2. So what will be our R1 is equal to, R1 is 5 by 2, that's equal to 2.5. This is 5 diameter. So 5 by 2 is 2.5. R2 equal to 3 by 2. 3 by 2, that is equal to 1.5. First let us find out what is L is equal to. What is L? Let us mark it as equation number 1. So L is equal to square root of R square plus H square. What is R and H? Here we have to take R as 2.5. It is cone's radius. This radius is, the base radius is 5 by 2, that is 2.5. So radius square 2.5 whole square plus h square. Height of the cone is 6, it is 6 square. It is 6 square. That's equal to square root of, what is 25 into 25 is 625. 625. So 2.5 into 2.5 means 2 decimal will come. 6.25 plus 6 are 36. What comes equal to? Equal to 6 plus 36 is 42. 42.25. Let us find out the square root of this. How do we get the square root? 42.25. Many times I told you how to do. After decimal 2 in group. Before decimal also 2 in group. So which number comes here? 6 are 36. Subtract now. We are getting 6. Bring down 2, 5. Extend it. 6 into 2 is 12. Choose a number. Which number will be suitable? 125 into 5 is 625. Here you have to apply the decimal. 625. So balance 0. So what is this equal to? Square root of 42.25 equal to 6.5 centimeter. That's an important point. You just mark like this. Now we are going to substitute in equation 1. Substituting in equation 1. What do we get? That is area to be area to be painted orange. Area to be painted orange equal to CSA of the cone is pi RL 3.14 they have given, pi into radius it is 2.5 into L is 6.5 plus pi R1 square minus pi R2 square. Pi is 3.14 into R1 square, it is 2.5 whole square, pi R1 square minus pi R2 square, 3.14 into R2 is 1.5 whole square, 1.5 whole square. Now let us multiply. Simplify this, we will get it as this is equal to, let us have 3.14 outside, 3.14 because in all the three terms we have 3.14. You can see like this, 3.14 is available. 25 into 65 you have to multiply 1625. So double decimal we have to give. So this value is also over now. Plus 2.5 into 2.5, 6.25 minus 1.5 into 1.5 is 2.25. This we have to simplify, equal to 3.14 into, what is this? We can add these two. We will be getting 22.5 minus 2.25. Let us subtract. We are getting 3.14 into 22.5 minus 2.25. You have to write and subtract. Those who don't know, that will become 20.25. Multiply, do the multiplication in the working column. 63.585 cm square. This is the area to be painted orange. Second part of the question is area to be painted yellow. Let us see how to find out area to be painted yellow. How do we get that? Area to be painted yellow, that is CSA of the cylinder plus base area of the cylinder. That's equal to CSA of cylinder plus base area of cylinder. CSA of the cylinder formula everybody knows, it is 2 pi RH plus base area of the cylinder, it is pi R square. It is not ring, it is circular in form. Area of the circle is pi R square. Let us see the common thing. Pi R is common. So here we are taking out pi R into, here comes 2h plus 1 R is gone outside, so R comes. Here h, what is height of the cylinder? What is height of the cylinder? That is total height minus height of the cone. So h will be 26 minus 6, that's equal to 20 centimeter. Let us substitute pi, as we said, 3.14 into radius. It is radius of this portion we have to take. Radius is 3 by 2, that is 1.5 into 2h, 2 into 20 plus radius 1.5. Let us multiply this and get the answer. 3.14 into 1.5 into 40 plus 1.5 become 3.14 into 1.5 into 41.5. Let us multiply all these three together. So we'll be getting 195.465 cm square. See the third question. Mayan made a bird bath for his garden in the shape of a cylinder with a hemispherical depression at one end. It's a cylindrical part having hemispherical depression. The height of the cylinder is 1.45 meter. It is given in meter, whereas diameter or radius is given in centimeter. So let us change this to centimeter. 1.45 meter as 145 centimeter and radius as 30 centimeter. Find total surface area of the bird bath. So whatever portion we can see outside, that is the total surface area of the bird bath here. So we can take like this. It is the CSA of the cylindrical portion, CSA, curved surface area of cylinder, and the depression portion which we see, that is CSA of the hemisphere. These two things we have to find out. Sum of both, that is CSA of cylinder plus CSA of hemisphere. So let us write the formula and we will substitute. So that's equal to TSA of the bird bath. It is TSA of bird bath equal to CSA of cylinder plus CSA of hemisphere. Okay. Everybody knows the formula. CSA of the cylinder is 2 pi Rx plus CSA of the hemisphere is 2 pi R square. Okay. Pi value is given as 22 by 7. 2 pi R is common. 2 pi R is common. H plus R is remaining. Multiply 2 into 22 by 7 into radius, it is given as 30 into height. Height is 145. Be careful. We have converted. Plus R is 30. Let us calculate this. We are having 44 by 7 into 30 into 145 plus 30 become 175. I think we'll be able to cancel by 7 one time. 7 2 times 14, remainder 3, 35 comes, 7 5s. So 25 times. So let us multiply this. 44 into 3 into 25 is 75. Give the 0. Multiply both. 33,000 cm square. So that we will convert to meter square. How do we do that? How many? So here it is like this. Those who don't know the conversion, 100 cm into 100 cm. 100 cm equal to 1 meter into 1 meter. Isn't it equal to 1 meter square? 100 into 100 is 10,000 cm square. So this is the conversion. 10,000 cm square is equal to 1 meter square. So how do we convert this? This should be divided by 10,000 to get in meter square. When we divide it by 10,000, 4 decimal to the left. So becomes 3.3 meter square. Fourth question. Shanta runs an industry in a shed which is in the shape of a cuboid surmounted by a half cylinder. This is the figure, cuboidal shape with the surmounted by half cylinder. This is a half cylindrical portion. If the base of the shed is of dimension 7 meter into 15 meter, 7 meter into 15 meter, 15 meter length, breadth is 7 meter. And the height of the cuboidal portion is 8 meter. Height is given as 8 meter. So length, breadth and height of the cuboid are given to us. Find the volume of air that the shed can hold. How much air is there in the shed? A shed consists of both the part cuboidal as well as half cylindrical part. So volume of cuboid plus volume of half cylinder will be volume of the air inside this shed. Further, suppose the machinery in the shed occupies the total space of 300 meter cube. So the shed is having many machineries. It occupies space of 300 meter cube. And there are 20 workers, each of whom occupy about 0.08 meter cube space. One person occupies 0.08 meter cube space. So how much space is occupied by 20 people we have to find out. 20 into 0.08 meter cube space is occupied by 20 workers. Then how much air is in the shed? Take pi is equal to 22 by 7. Hope you understood the question. I will repeat once more. First we have to find out volume of this cuboid. Volume of cuboid is LBH plus volume of half cylinder. Volume of half cylinder also. Half cylinder's volume half of pi r square h. That will be the total volume. From that total volume, we have to subtract space occupied by machinery as well as volume occupied by 20 workers. So 300 meter cube plus 20 workers space 20 into 0.08 also should be subtracted from the total volume. That will be the remaining volume in the shed. Okay, so let us calculate that. All the values I have written here, you can see in the figure itself. Here you can see L is equal to 15, B is equal to 7, H equal to 8 and radius. How do we take the radius? That is a clue given. Breadth is 7 meter. This breadth comes as the diameter of the half cylinder. Half cylinder's diameter. So radius will be 7 by 2. This length radius will be 7 by 2. R is equal to 7 by 2. Now let us write the formula. Volume of air in the shed. Volume of air in the shed equal to, what is volume of air in the shed? Equal to volume of the cuboid plus volume of half cylinder. Formula, that's equal to cuboid is LBH volume, half cylinder, half into cylinder's volume pi r square h. Let us substitute these values. 15 into, that is length, breadth 7, height 8 plus half into 22 by 7 into radius we have taken 7 by 2. Be careful, radius square. So 2 times we have to write into height of the cylinder. Height of the cylinder, be careful, that will be the length of the cuboid, 15 meter. 15 will be the height of cylinder. Be careful. So 15 into 7 into 8. 15 into 7 into 8. 7 8s are 56. 15 into 56 you have to multiply. We'll be getting 840. Now simplify this. We are getting 11, 7 cancels. So 11 into 7, 77 into 15. 77 into 15 divided by 2 2s are 4. So it comes as 840 plus 77 into 15 you have to multiply. This become 1155 divided by 4. That's equal to 840 plus 288.75. Let us add this two. While adding, we are getting 1128.75 meter cube. That is the volume of air inside this. That is the capacity actually of the shed. Now, the other points which are given to us. Machinery is occupying a space of 300 meter cube. That we have to write now. Total space occupied by machinery. Okay, let us write those steps also. Total space occupied by machinery. That's equal to 300 meter cube. Each point is important. Now, what all things to be written next? Space occupied by 20 workers. That is 20 into 0.08 meter cube. That's equal to 1.6 meter cube. 8 2s are 16. Give the 0, 2 decimal. So 1.6 meter cube. Therefore, the volume of air when there are machinery and 20 workers. Therefore, the volume of air when there are machinery and 20 workers equal to, from the total volume, that is 1128.75, we have to subtract machinery volume and this 20 workers volume, become 1128.75 minus 301.6. You can subtract it, you will be getting the value 827.15 meter cube. Today's last question, actually last question of the lesson itself. Okay, fifth one. A juice seller was serving his customers using glasses as shown in figure. The inner diameter of cylindrical glass was 5 centimeter. Diameter 5 centimeter. So radius will be 5 by 2 centimeter. But the bottom of the glass had a hemispherical raised portion. Look at this. This is the hemispherical raised portion. It is used for reducing the capacity of the glass. So if the juice is there, we won't be able to understand. Otherwise, we can see the raised portion. If the height of the glass was 10 centimeter, height equal to 10 centimeter, find the apparent capacity of the glass and its actual capacity. Apparent capacity means according to the measurement given. Even without seeing this, without this raised portion, what is the capacity we have to find out. Then actual capacity means from the total capacity of the glass, we have to reduce the volume of this hemispherical raised portion. Let us find out each one. So first we shall find out apparent capacity of the glass. Apparent capacity. Apparent capacity is equal to pi r square h it is, that is volume of the cylinder. Pi r square h. Values given to us 3.14 into radius we have written as 5 by 2 into 5 by 2. Even 2.5 we can take, it is the same, but cancelling easy, I think that's why I have taken this. H is 10. So let us cancel this. We are getting 5 here. Then 3.14 also can be cancelled. We will be getting 1 time 2, 11, 5 times 7, 1.57. 1.57 into 5 is 25 into 5, 125. 1.57 into 125. Multiply both, you are getting the value 196.25 cm cube. This is the apparent capacity of the glass. Now let us find out what is the actual capacity. What is actual capacity? From apparent capacity, we have to subtract the volume of raised portion. That is actual capacity. Actual capacity equal to apparent capacity minus volume of hemisphere. Okay, so what is apparent capacity? 196.25. Volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. That we have to find out. 196.25 minus 2 by 3 into 3.14 into 5 by 2 into 5 by 2 into 5 by 2. So 3 times. Be careful. So we can cancel this also. This 2 can be cancelled. Again 1, 2 with this. Already we have cancelled. We have seen it is 1.57. So is there anything to cancel? We won't be able to cancel again. So 196.25 minus, what do we get? We have to multiply 5 5s are 25 into 125. 125 into 1.57. Multiply, we will be getting it as 196.25. Already here we have multiplied. 125 into 1.57 equal to 196.25. Here divided by 3 2s are 6 is there. So 196 minus 196.25 minus, do the division, get the answer. When you do division, 32.708. Do the subtraction, we are getting the value. 32.708 can also be written as 32.71. We are going to rewrite it as 32.71. 196.25 minus 32.71, we get, what is that equal to? It is 163.54 cm cube. That is the actual capacity of the glass. Hope you understood the complete lesson. Bye children.